our channel. We are the Princess and the Sith. If you are new here, my name is Jess.
I'm Nico.
And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to talk about something that's been a little bit of a controversy amongst not even just the Disney community. I feel like everyone's kind of talking about this.
Yeah, lots of people have something to say about this topic. So we were talking about the recent woman whose Facebook tirade got put on the internet where she criticizes childless millennials at Disney World.
And we are childhood millennials who like going to Disney World a lot. So she's kind of talking about us or people like us. So we figured we would react to it.
Yeah, and before we get to our reaction, our opinion on the subject, I'm just going to read a brief snippet as reported by CBS News, although this story has literally been talked about by everyone at this point, right?
But just in case you haven't heard of it.
Yeah, so here we go. After a trip to Orlando, Florida-based Disney World, one angry mother took to Facebook to vent her frustration with childless millennials, according to Twitter user @GenCatWrites. The parent in expletive-laced tirade detailed an incident where she had to deny her 3-year-old son a Mickey-shaped pretzel he had seen another adult, presumably without children, purchase.
Oh.
The Facebook user, whose name was blacked out by GenCatWrites, said she told her son the line was very long and assured him that they can get the treat, quote, later. Part of parenting difficulties caring for cranky toddlers at the resort, she detailed. But her boy burst into tears, sparking her diatribe against adults in the park unencumbered with tots. Quote, Disney World is for children. People without children need to be banned. Mothers with children should be allowed to skip all the line.
All the line.
Because the mother wrote in the Facebook post, quote, these immature millennials throw away their money on useless crap. They have no idea the joy and happiness it's the mothers who buy their babies treats and toys. I'll say it this way because it's all in caps, and this is how I always envision caps in text. So she had it. The Twitter post with the screenshot to her monthly musings has gone viral, garnering nearly 63,000 likes thus far on the social media site. Bemused readers commented that they too enjoy the resort as childless adults, as do we. So,
And it's funny because I feel like, yes, there's been a lot of people saying that this woman is ridiculous and what she's saying doesn't make sense. Of course, everyone deserves to go to enjoy Disney World, but I think she has like a small support system going on, so I've heard.
Yeah, I've read other, like, most of the articles out there from these news sites mostly point out that Disney World's kind of trending towards being more adult-centered.
100%.
There's more alcohol being provided at these parks.
Disney Springs even is a lot really adult-centered.
Yeah, Epcot's very adult-centered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's lots of stuff for adults to do at Disney World. But there's also people that do agree with her and, think that millennials are spending too much money on these useless experiences where millennials should be saving their money because they need their money for adult things and yada yada, and they're extending the period of childhood too far and blah 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 blah. In my personal opinion, if you have money, it's your choice when and how to spend it.
We don't judge. You spend it the way you want to spend it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something like, there's a lot of adult things that obviously we need to spend our money on, but this is something that means a lot to us, and I think we deserve to have happiness and to have joy and, do something that we're really passionate about, take a break period from our kind of everyday. We both have jobs that are a bit stressful, so I think this is something that we deserve.
Yeah, regardless of if you have a child or not, you're still there. You deserve to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Disney's place to ban someone if they want to have a good time at their park.
Yeah, and
as long as you're not, causing a ruckus, inciting violence.
Like other people have recently at Disneyland.
Like,
there was a fight that broke out.
Yeah, so as long as you're not doing that kind of thing, who cares,
Yeah, and it's funny because Walt, I believe there's a quote out there, he designed the park to be for everyone, and not even just the park, his movies even have said they're supposed to be enjoyed by everyone of all ages, not just children.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when you go to the park, you are there to have a good time and you're there to have fun, but it can actually be hard. Like if you have a child, when we went to Disney World recently, you see these parents with these 3 to 5 year olds and they're struggling to get through the park because they're out there in the heat all day long.
Mhm.
These kids are tired. They're away from their usual routine. And maybe if you don't think your kid can handle it, maybe you shouldn't bring your child there.
Yeah,
But it's
you
not
should
the fault
wait,
of someone
yeah.
else that wants to be online to go get a pretzel.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
it's not
it's
their fault
not.
that they're inconveniencing you from getting that pretzel quicker.
And I'm confused. So the woman was upset that she had to wait on a long line?
As I read it in several articles, it seemed like the line was very long, and there were some childless millennials that had gone on the line, waited through the line like you're supposed to,
Yeah.
and gotten their pretzel, and
We need to eat too.
yeah. But when she went on the line with her son, it was taking too long and they needed to move on. So then she complained, not because the line was too long and it was taking too long or anything like that. She complained that it's the childless millennials' fault because they shouldn't even be there in the first place without a child. And those childless millennials are stopping her from waiting on the line, I guess, to go get the
I'm
pretzel.
so confused because it
inconveniencing
easily
her.
could have been someone with a child on the line. It
Yeah,
was just
so-
a long line. I
Yeah,
don't.
so forget the fact that it's a childless millennial line. Let's say it was the same amount of people, but it was all parents with children. Would that have changed it for her?
Yeah,
It's kind of the
I
same
don't
thing.
know. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, Disney World is overwhelming for children, and I can understand. Like you said, it's hot and it's a long day. And I think the bigger question, and I heard a lot of people saying this, is like you said, maybe wait to go to the parks when your kids are ready, or if you do want to go to the parks with your kids, maybe make sure that they're comfortable while they're there and don't push them. I see a lot of parents pushing their kids to do everything, to stay awake, to do rope drop to fireworks. And I get it, you spend a lot of money, you want to get the most out of it. But I think this was AJ from the Disney Food blog. I'll leave her channel link down below. Said that when you actually go to Disney World with really small kids, you got to keep their routines similar. Try to eat at the same times. If they need a nap, try to take a nap midday, give them a break, go to the pool. You know, don't force them to do it all because then they're going to have meltdowns.
Yeah.
It's hard for an adult. I mean, we did rope drop to fireworks for 3 out of the 4 parks, and even we were like done.
By that 4th day, we were toasted.
Yeah.
We had to go back to the room, take a nap, whatever. So if I was 5, I wouldn't be able to really handle it that well.
Yeah, and also just sensory things. I feel like there's a lot going on at Disney World. A lot of lights, a lot of characters, lots of ride things coming at you. So it could be overwhelming for kids, and I think, you know, parents need to prepare for that.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to my mom recently, Mama Darthside, and she was saying how when she brought me when I was younger, my mom and dad, I was 5 years old, but I was really well behaved. I had energy. I was good. They felt comfortable bringing me to Disney World. But when my sister was young, they didn't even feel comfortable bringing her when she was like 10 because of the kind of kid she was. So maybe like you want to give your child that kind of experience, but you know, it's okay to wait sometimes too.
I was a pain, my mom said. She took me when I was 3 and 6, and she said I was a pain. But like I understand, like she wanted to take me, but I think also my mom was very good and she knew my limits. I mean, I was still a pain because I'm a picky eater, I'm a ride wimp.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she knew my limits. And one thing, and I want to put this out there to parents who have kids, you know, obviously I wasn't really into like rides. I wasn't really into amusement parks when I was little, surprisingly. But I loved Epcot, and I had a thought. I'm like, you know what, for kids who maybe have anxiety or sensory issues, I think Epcot's actually a really great park for them because it's not so theme park. You know, there's not like a roller coaster here, loud music there. It's a lot more like an exploration, and I think it's really relaxing. Just thought I'd put it out there. Free advice.
Yeah, so overall, this is kind of a controversial topic. Maybe some people have different opinions from us. But overall, we love Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to Disney, we both hope that you have a great time while you're there. And that's the main thing. These parks are meant to get away from the stress of everyday life. So try not to get stressed at the park. Try to relax.
Yeah.
Have fun. Plan ahead so you maybe don't run into a situation that you don't like. I mean, even on the app, you can order ahead at a lot of these places and stuff like that. So there's ways you can get around, be very efficient at the park, and have a very low stress time while you're there.
Exactly. And you know what? I think the main thing is with Disney World, It's huge. You're not going to see everything. Just try to enjoy what you can do and just try not to stress over that, because if you stress, you're not going to have a good time.
Yeah. And
And
hopefully if you miss something, you could go back again someday.
Yeah, and if you have a kid, just make sure to just know your kid.
Well said.
Well said.
I think that's all, right?
Yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of short, but we felt since we're childless millennials who love going to Disney, we needed to touch upon this.
Yeah. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment down below your thoughts on the situation.
Yeah.
All right?
All right, have a magical day, everyone.
May the force be with you.
Bye.
Bye.